What up, y'all? I came to share a little bit with you about that time that I heard Kunta Kinte during my naming ceremony. To be very clear, I've traveled most of my life. In fact, my first trip was in my mother's womb before I was born. Um, and I traveled, I've been on 5 of the 7 continents, mostly being in charge of my own travel or working with someone I trust, right? But you grow up, you get a good job and all that, and folks are like, you gotta treat yourself, girl. Do the luxury. Da, da. 2 times I did luxury, did not end up well. One was in a hospital, and this time I was pretty sure that my friends in Ghana would have been the same ones that sold me off on the ship. So I don't even know where to start. Just know that this was like I think it was a 13-day trip. I'm not gonna tell you how much I paid. Maybe later I will. But this was me treating myself. I missed the year of the return that everyone else did. And so I was going to learn more about, my roots, because I've done the ancestry test and all that. So yeah, I'll start with the naming ceremony, and then I'll just tell you that was the thing that took me over the edge, where I had to sit in the car and tell the tour guide, look, I'm not that tourist, don't play with me. Like by day 2 or 3, I'm not the one, don't play with me. So long story short, got invited to go on this luxury experience in Ghana, and I knew before I got on that plane. But I'll talk about that later. So long story short, you're supposed to wear all white to this ceremony. I didn't have anything white that fit before I got on the plane, so I was really nervous about it. My tour guide ended up getting me like a tablecloth to put around my waist. Cool. I don't want to walk into any sacred space and not follow the rules, or just come and show up, any kind of way with something that I got from wherever, however. So we pull up to the family compound, and y'all little cousin, we'll call him Ray Ray, I don't know, is out in the parking lot, and I was like, I know this is, this dude is like he just came from wherever. No judgment, right? But we've been given all these rules. Don't cross your legs. Make sure you do this and this and this and this. And this brother just come out like, however, whatever. I'm looking at his clothes. It's just all torn up and stuff. And I was like, whatever. I travel alone a lot, which means I have to be very aware of my surroundings. So that was the first thing I noticed. Like, and we're walking through the family compound, and I'm just like, I don't know if this is legit. Because, I'd seen a couple things on Facebook or whatever. So long story short, we walk on into the room, and y'all uncles are sitting on the couch, looking law, refined or what have you. And we're all nervous because we got all these rules that we were told before we get into the room, right? And so we sit down, and our little cousin Ray Ray proceeds to do a timeshare presentation with their logo and stuff on it, about some other tours that they would be doing that were around Christmas time or something like that. I don't remember, but I was like, I know we're not doing a timeshare presentation in the middle of the naming ceremony. Okay, whatever. So I'm still sitting there, and I'm just looking, and I'm just like, there's too many folks making eye contact with one another, and boop, wait, 2 of y'all don't even have on white. Your t-shirt look like it's Drake or the Green Lantern on it, and you look like you got on a Walmart smock. And all y'all making eye contact with each other, something didn't feel right. So I'm just sitting there. Of course, I don't speak the native language there. And I hear Kunta Kinte, and I was like, I know they not playing with us. I know they're not playing with us. Okay. I let them do their little thing, and it's too much eye contact. When I tell you aunties across the diaspora don't play with that nonsense, aunties came walking in the room during the ceremony and sat down on the couch, and they're looking at us like, who are you? And we're looking at them like, we are part of your family? Because your nephew, who's sitting next to us, who is a United States citizen, has told us that this is your family compound. That's what he told us. And so when the aunties sit down, and we all kind of doing the staring game, and they try to have a conversation with their nephew, who is the tour owner, from the United States of America, he can't even talk to his aunties because he don't speak the language. And so I was like, wait, what? What? So he don't know the aunties don't know why we there. And I'm starting to be just like, this dude just took us by anybody's house. And so I hear, because the aunties are not talking to Ray Ray, the cousin, and I hear him say to her, again, Kunta Kinte, Alex Haley, and Roots. Both of the aunties got up and walked out the room. I said they played us. They played us. Like all of this is from the Walmart smock to the Green Lantern T-shirt to the Chiefs who are, and I don't want to be disrespectful. They may have been Chiefs, but all the eye contact. And then this dude proceeds to tell us after they do our names. I'm sorry, the dude tells me, you know, what my name means and all of this, and you know, you don't hold your tongue, and you say, yeah, anybody who know that, like you're saying it like you're a medium or like I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so this young man proceeds to say, so when you have children, what are you gonna name them? And I was like, I just found out my name was Afua like 2 minutes ago. I don't trust none of y'all right now. Aunties done left the room. I'm not, am I a family member now? Like, I don't understand what's going on. So, y'all, it was so bad. I was texting my homegirl in real time, who is first generation American. And I was like, this is happening, this happened, this happened. She's like, nah, girl, that ain't it. So, yeah, they apparently thought my name was Boo Boo the Fool during this naming ceremony. And I'm going to just show y'all some pictures because I know you think I'm like, this girl can't be. No, I'm going to show you the actual pictures. And I was so, by the end of it, I was so outdone that I went ahead and said my piece. Like, I'm curious to know, you want us to name our child. I'm trying to learn more about the family since we on the family compound, and like, are there traditions or things we should know before we just start naming our children? But anyway, yeah, that was my Ghanaian naming ceremony experience. There's so much more, but I'll drop them pictures in so you can see what happened. But it was an interesting experience, and I see them singing a song. They're making eye contact again. So imagine we're singing like, lift every voice and sing till earth. And you can see people mumbling. They're like, sing us. Just like that. So, you know, I recorded it because that's what I do. I found out, they told us that they were singing to our ancestors who were going away on the ship to the middle, through the Middle Passage back to the United States. The song was about a train coming to the village. That's what the song was about. And if I could find the lyrics, I'm gonna tell it what it is. So yeah, that's the time that I heard Kunta Kinte during my Ghanaian naming ceremony with the Green Lantern, the Walmart smock, the American tour guide who had Ghanaian family, but the family didn't know who he was. And he couldn't talk to his family because it wasn't really his family and it wasn't his aunties. And that was just one day. I have not gotten to us being locked in a bank parking lot. I've not gotten into how I had to take the chair apart on the plane to find my glasses. The whole trip was just a mess. But yeah, that's the time that I heard Kunta Kinte during my Ghanaian naming ceremony.